You feel like you're running in circles, yet nobody seems to notice. Today's secret will finally point out why. Our modern world promises endless choice, but the brain clings to familiar patterns. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward freedom, and it matters more than ever in a hyper-connected age. One comfort of the known. The mind treats familiar routines like a warm blanket, even when they choke progress. Imagine Sarah, who orders the same lunch for months because it feels safe. Neurologically, dopamine rewards predictability, so the brain resists change. The payoff. Understanding that comfort is a cue, not a cure, lets you replace the blanket with curiosity. 2. Invisible social mirror. We silently copy others, assuming their actions are correct. Think of Jake, who joins a gym because all his coworkers do, yet quits after 2 weeks. Mirror neurons fire when we observe, compressing others' decisions into our own. The emotional reward is belonging, but the cost is wasted effort if the reflection isn't yours. 3. Fear of missing out loop. FOM forces us to say yes to everything, scattering focus. Lisa RSVP'd to 5 events, arrived exhausted, and missed her own project deadline. The brain equates scarcity with value, inflating perceived importance of every invitation. Realizing FOM is a perception trick lets you prioritize what truly matters. 4. The too busy identity. Claiming busyness feels like a badge of honor, shielding us from deeper work. Mark tells anyone who asks, "I'm too busy to think," while scrolling endless feeds. This identity activates the prefrontal cortex's avoidance circuitry, granting instant relief. Dropping the label removes the excuse and opens space for purposeful action. 5. Silent comparison trap. Glancing at others' highlight reels fuels a hidden rivalry. Emma scrolls Instagram, sees friends traveling, and feels stuck in her routine job. The ventral striatum lights up with social rank signals, tightening the envy knot. Recognizing the trap lets you redirect that energy into personal milestones instead of endless comparison. 6. Decision fatigue engine. Every small choice drains mental bandwidth, leaving only default options. Carlos decides what socks to wear, then defaults to ordering takeout for dinner. The anterior cingulate cortex signals overload, pushing the brain toward the path of least resistance. The payoff of conserving energy is immediate, but the long-term cost is lost agency. 7. The "I'll start tomorrow" cycle. Procrastination disguises itself as optimism about the future. Nina writes a to-do list each night, promising herself a fresh start at sunrise. The prefrontal cortex postpones reward, while the amygdala fuels present moment avoidance. Understanding this temporal illusion helps you anchor tasks in today's reality. 8. Emotional anchor override. Strong feelings latch onto unrelated decisions, steering behavior unseen. After a heated argument, Tom automatically chooses the louder bar for his date, seeking distraction. The amygdala's imprint hijacks the decision pathway, masking true preference. Naming the emotion separates feeling from choice, restoring control. 9. The myth of linear progress. We expect growth to look like a straight line, so setbacks feel like failure. When Priya's sales dip, she doubts her career path entirely. Our brain predicts smooth trajectories, and deviation triggers self-criticism circuits. Accepting growth as a jagged path reduces self-blame and fuels resilience. 10. Reprogramming the default. Each trigger can be rewired with a tiny, intentional habit. Alex swaps his evening scrolling for a 10-minute sketch, and the brain begins to reward creativity over distraction. Neuroplasticity means the same pathways that locked him can free him, given consistent practice. The emotional payoff is the quiet confidence that comes from steering your own script. You've been circling the same invisible walls, and now you see the cracks. Knowing the hidden levers doesn't force change, but it hands you the tools to redesign your own map. Which of these hidden triggers has been pulling your strings the longest?